Engagement is super important for your account because it lets the algorithm know that you are posting really good content. You can achieve so much more in less time when you utilize AI and the specific tools that are out there. What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Call Her Creator. I'm Caitlin Rhodes, also known as Social Marketing Queen over on Instagram, and this podcast is powered by Stan. We all know Call Her Creator was created to help you make money doing what you love. So in today's episode, I'm going to help teach you guys the best AI tools that I use to streamline my content creation, to make money online, to cut some of my hours out from the work week. I was a little bit hesitant to using AI tools in the beginning. I thought they were coming for my job. I didn't want to use them, didn't want to implement them, didn't want my team using them. But then one day, I think it was Gracie, who's one of our social media managers here at the agency. She's like, Caitlin, I use ChatGPT. It wrote me all these captions and you have to try it. So from then on, started using AI, truly changed my life. And now we use it in our day-to-day here at Influence Marketing Studio. So today I want to teach you guys how we do it, what we do, utilizing AI for caption writing, scheduling, DM automation, blogging. There's so much that we use AI for, but there's still so much that people don't know about it. So in today's episode, I'm going to kind of teach you like as if you're a beginner, but also there's some information here that definitely isn't for a beginner. Like you're not going to be bored by this episode. I promise. There's just so much to learn, and I'm probably going to change your life. When you're done listening to this episode, you're going to be like, oh my gosh, let me go try it right now. So let's get into it. All right, before we get into AI, got to give you a social media update of the week, which is regarding Threads. Now, Meta has confirmed that it's testing a new search sorting option on Threads, which will help users to display search results in the app based on like recents is I think that's what they were going to call it. So you can keep up with relevant posts in chronological order. Now, keep in mind, Adam Mosseri, head of Instagram, he has confirmed that this is not being rolled out to everyone. It's a small test for now, but Meta has already announced that Threads will not prioritize news or political information because they don't want, they want to avoid angst-ridden engagement and restrict spammers from just popping on popular topics. But what they're trying to do here is kind of give you more timely information without allowing people to like hack the system, hack the algorithm, if you know what I mean. So according to Social Media Today, this is all a part of Meta's broader effort to make Threads a more positive user experience from what Twitter was, now that it's called X. By eliminating some of these vectors, Meta's hoping that it can facilitate a more entertainment-focused environment, which is what its data shows people love anyways. That's what they engage with more on Facebook and Instagram is entertainment, not political junk. So we'll see how this rolls out. I believe it'll probably come out to everyone pretty soon. There's no reason not to have a more timely, feed on there. But again, I know they like to test things out before they completely roll out with it. So keep an eye on that. Let me know if you do have this already on your Threads app. You can DM me over on Social Marketing Queen or Call Her Creator. I'd love to know what it looks like. If you could take a screenshot and share it with me, and then we could talk about it more on a next episode. If you are new here, I love to spotlight my reviews and my testimonials. It means a whole lot to me when you take time out of your day to leave me a review and tell me what you think about the podcast. So this week's review comes from Summer Benton, and I loved what she had to say. She said, episode 10 is by far my favorite. I took so many notes and plan to re-listen. I could picture my clients making sales so easily due to Caitlin's clear and easy to understanding explanations. I also left with some content ideas of my own. If you have not watched or listened to episode 10, we are on YouTube. You can totally watch us. But if you're listening, episode 10 is all around Instagram stories. So definitely go back and check that episode out. I basically teach you like what to post on Instagram stories, how often you should be posting, how to make sales from Instagram stories, because Instagram stories is one of my favorite places to post and sell on, just because I know that those are people that are already following me. It's a warmer audience, and it's just easier for me to talk about my services and my product. Okay, so let's get into the main event today, AI for social media. So this is kind of like a beginner's guide, but I told you guys it's not too beginner, so you're not going to get bored with it. But I'm going to walk you through all the different tools that we use and how we take advantage of AI for our social media agency, as content creators, as a business owner. You're going to learn a whole lot from this episode. I'll go over our top tools. I'll go over what even is AI. A lot of people are still kind of confused on what it is. Actually, a lot of people still think that AI is just ChatGPT, but really there's so much more to it. And there's so many other tools out there that you could be utilizing to save you time. I know that I've cut one of my workloads that I had cut it in half hour-wise because I started implementing AI. So can't wait to share these with you guys. All right, so here's just kind of an agenda of what we're going to be going over today. So first we'll talk about what artificial intelligence is. That's long form for AI, how it can benefit your business, my top AI tools that we use and approve of, and then I'll kind of walk you guys through some insider tips so that you can get the most out of AI. So imagine having a digital buddy that can take care of repetitive tasks, analyze faster than you can blink, and even predict what your audience wants to see next. That, my friends, is what AI is. AI, or artificial intelligence, is a branch of computer science focused on creating systems that can perform tasks that would normally require human intelligence. There are actually 97% of business owners that expect ChatGPT to bring positive changes to at least one area of their business. Now, that's just one part of AI. ChatGPT is only one part of AI. So 97% of business owners, that's almost 100% there. But the tasks that AI can help with are things like understanding natural language, recognizing patterns, making decisions, learning from experience. It's a broad field with numerous subfields, each with its unique objectives and specializations. So there's different types of AI. As it grows in popularity, the technology, it's just getting even better and better. But there's 3 ways to categorize what AI is based on its capabilities. So I actually had to write notes for this one because it's a little over my head when you get into the nitty-gritty part of AI. So bear with me. The first one is artificial narrow intelligence, ANI. This is the most common form of AI. It's designed to perform a single task like voice recognition or recommendations on streaming services. So if you listen to Spotify or Apple Music and they recommend a song based off of what you've already been listening to, that is ANI. That's AI, but artificial narrow intelligence. It's narrowing down a specific thing. Then there's artificial general intelligence, AGI. An AI with AGI possesses the ability to understand, learn, adapt, and implement knowledge across a wide range of tasks at a human level. So that's where ChatGPT comes in. ChatGPT has shown the ability to generalize across many tasks, but as of today, it still is a theoretical concept. And then there's also artificial superintelligence, ASI. This refers to a future scenario where AI surpasses human intelligence in nearly all economical, valuable work. This concept, while it's intriguing, also scary, it's still speculative, so it's not here yet. So today, with those 3 different types of artificial intelligence, we're mainly going to be focused on AGI, which is artificial general intelligence, and then we'll also touch on some things that go into the category of ANI, which is artificial narrow intelligence. Now, I promise that's the most that I'm going to talk a foreign language to you during this episode, but I wanted you to actually understand what it all means instead of just thinking that it's just ChatGPT. So there's a couple benefits that businesses or creators can get from using AI. Obviously, you're going to improve your speed of business, improve your speed of creation. You can reduce human error. Think about spelling, efficiency, and productivity gains. AI can obviously make your workflows more efficient by automating routine operations. And then you can also make better decisions with AI because it can help you make a better business decision based off of actual data. So I have a little example for you guys. Katie is an AI advisor pointed to one company that used AI to help it sort through survey responses of its 42,000 employees. The technology analyzed basically summarized all of those findings. So instead of Katie having to go through 42,000 surveys, AI went through and just took all the good information and placed it to her as a summary. Now, if you guys shop on Amazon, I've noticed that they're using this with reviews, which is really super duper helpful. If you go to like read a review for a product that you're going to buy, there's a little summary above the reviews that says something like, most customers say XYZ about this product. They also love XYZ. They also do not like ZYX, so they give you a summary. They've taken all this stuff out of all of the reviews that you've ever gotten on that product and put it into a summary for you. So that's really good for like people like me who have ADHD and don't want to go through every single review. I can just sit there and read the summary of the product and see if I like it or not. So AI is also on Instagram. Your algorithm, your feed is all based off of AI. It's the process that takes all this content that's uploaded by users every day, and then it determines what content you want to see based off of your behavior and your actions. So AI is literally all around us at all times. Instagram, Facebook works the same way. TikTok's algorithm works the same way. Facebook uses AI to serve you better ads based on, your behaviors, your demographics. It looks at the audiences to serve an ad to a relevant person. So AI is definitely being used already with social media. Even before it really became a thing for all of us, it was already being used. We just didn't know that's what it was called. AI makes working smarter, in my opinion. It's really possible for you to get a lot done as a creator, as a social media manager, as a working mom, whoever you are out there. You can achieve so much more in less time when you utilize AI and the specific tools that are out there. So repetitive tasks like content scheduling, analytics tracking, engagement, those can all be automated by AI to help free up time for you so then you can focus on tasks that are less mundane. All right, so automating your social media tasks, there's a couple tools I'm going to go over with you guys today. The first one we're going to talk about is content scheduling. So content scheduling, obviously it is what it says. You take your content and you schedule it to automate posting. This is efficient, it's scalable, especially if you're trying to be active on a ton of different channels. You can just schedule your content. I personally like to use Meta Business Suite for this or Metricool. Now, we used to only use Meta Business Suite, but it kind of started getting a little funky with like bugs, like maybe something that wouldn't get posted and they wouldn't tell us about it. And then we'd have a client like, hey girls, this post was supposed to go out. Where is it? And we had no idea because Meta Business Suite wasn't telling us. Then we switched over to Metricool, and Metricool is really great because along with the scheduling capabilities, they also have really great analytics for us to kind of understand how content works, what's working the best, when we should be posting at the right time. So if you are just getting started with your content creation and being a creator, I definitely recommend using the apps that are free, Meta Business Suite for one, or if you're posting on Instagram, you can even schedule right within the Instagram app. But if you do have the budget and you want to get a little bit more nitty gritty with it and have more analytics and just more tools at your fingertips, I'd recommend checking out Metricool. Now, one little note about scheduling in-app, I don't know, I have a love-hate relationship with it because sometimes we'll schedule reels over on Instagram and we'll set a specific time and then it still ends up posting it at a very weird time that we did not say. So again, I don't know if that's just Meta and their AI somehow messing up or what. So that's why we stick to Metricool. But again, if you're just getting started and you want a free tool, try scheduling in-app on Instagram or on Facebook and see how that goes for you for a little bit before you decide to upgrade. Another AI app that I really love to use, I use it every single day and it's actually increased my conversions on my Instagram page, is ManyChat. Now I use ManyChat for DM automation and social media engagement. So one of the most biggest time intensive tasks on social and growing your account is the engagement task. You have to spend time going to someone's page and liking their post and commenting on it. Then you got to go to the stories. Like all this time is consumed in engaging whenever you could just set up some type of automation over in ManyChat. So earlier this year, we ended up switching a lot of my DM automation to ManyChat. It's saved me quite a lot of time and I've seen more conversions. I've seen people actually clicking my links because now, I'll post something and I'll say something like comment the word hustle. And then once they comment it, ManyChat automatically sends them a link in their DMs to whatever I was posting about. Now, before I had that, I would say something like, head to my link in bio, find this, then click that, then make your purchase. So it kind of just shortens up the buyer's journey for them. I'm sending it straight to their DMs now, or ManyChat is, but they don't know that. And I'm just seeing more conversions that way. So I highly recommend checking out ManyChat. If you're a smaller account and you don't have the budget, I wouldn't start with ManyChat right away just because it does cost a little bit of money. But I will say on the other side of that, as a smaller account, if you were to start implementing ManyChat, you might see a surge in engagement because now that you're telling people what to do, you're telling them comment XYZ and they're commenting. The algorithm is seeing them comment on your page. Then you have a DM automation that sends them something. Then along with that DM automation in ManyChat, you can set up an auto reply. So you also reply to their comment. So all these things are flags for the algorithm to see that you're engaging, and that's good for your account. So whether you're a big account or a small account, I do think it is worth the time to go check out ManyChat, see if you can afford it, see if you can put it into your budget, and see if it works for you. Another tool for AI automation is analytics and tracking. One big piece of the puzzle for social media marketing is making sure that things are working. It's checking your analytics. How did this perform? Maybe you're looking back a week from now and saying, okay, this one and this one were my top performing content pieces. So I need to do that again this month. How can you look that up? So one, obviously you can go into Instagram and look at your professional dashboard and kind of find out how things performed there. Or two, if you use a different tool, like there's Flick Social, there's Meta Business Suite, there's Metricool. I use all of those to look at my top performing content. One thing with Flick, which I believe I'll talk about again later on in here, Flick will send me a report on a weekly basis that lets me know my top performing content, what my engagement was like, what hashtags I ranked for. So that helps me to continue my social media strategy moving forward. So if you're not doing that, at the end of the day, you're just throwing spaghetti at the wall trying to decide what worked and what didn't. And it's really a waste of time for you. So I believe that using AI to track your analytics and track, your top performing content is going to save you so much time. And it's probably going to help your account grow as well because you're no longer having to play the guessing game. You already got a strategy in place. So that's just kind of me scratching the surface as far as like my top 3 AI tools that I use on a daily basis, but I really want to get into more detail about each of them. So let's just get into it. The first one I want to talk to you guys about is your engagement, which I just kind of touched on. Engagement is super important for your account because it lets the algorithm know that you are posting really good content. So I personally like, for the best AI chat tool for social media, my vote is for ManyChat. Chatbots, what are they? So those little friendly pop-ups, you might even see them if you're on a website and something pops up and says, hi, how are you? How can I help you? Then there are keyword powered chatbots, which that's where ManyChat comes in. They're like your round the clock customer service, engagement strategist, social media marketer that's living on your Instagram page. So what you do is for the AI chat tool, you'll go into ManyChat and you will have to set up a keyword. So let's just take, for example, I'm selling my Reels challenge. So I'm going to go into ManyChat and I'm going to set up my keyword challenge. And then you get to decide, do you want this keyword to be commented on any reel, or is there a specific reel when someone comments that word, you want this automation to work? So typically I'll say any reel because at the end of the day, like if they watch any of my videos and I say the word challenge, I'm probably going to be talking about my challenge. So my Reels challenge. So I say any reel. Once you do that, it's going to pull you over and say, when so-and-so replies this on this reel, what happens next? And that's where ManyChat gives you a couple different things that you can choose from. I typically will put in a website link. So when so-and-so comments challenge, please send them this DM that says, hey, thanks for commenting the word challenge. Get your free Reels challenge below. And then I'll have like an emoji. And then from there, I will link them right to that landing page on my Stan store. The reason this works is because no one is now having to go to my page and look for that product that I was talking about. It's literally being sent to them in the DMs. So the chances of them clicking on that link are so much higher now versus me telling them to go find the link and then click on it and then do all the things. I know a lot of people on Instagram are using ManyChat at this point. If you ever see a reel or a post that just says comment the word XYZ or whatever it is, they're more than likely using ManyChat. It's great for responding to your community and, of course, pushing sales. With Call Her Creator, we just set up ManyChat not too long ago because it was a new account in the beginning. And so I was like, I don't need it yet. But I just started incorporating it about a week ago because we've started putting out more reels promoting the podcast. But I also, besides just me putting in a keyword that promotes a podcast episode, I've also set up a few other things with ManyChat. One, if they comment on any of my posts, any kind of comment at all, I make sure that I reply back to it. And so you can go in there and type in like different replies. Like one might be like, hey, thanks for being there. Hey, thanks for your support. Or maybe it's just an emoji. I set all those up. So if anyone comments on anything, someone is home. You can take it even further too and set up story mention reply. So say that someone's listening to my podcast and they take a screenshot and they upload it to their stories and tag me, ManyChat's going to get alerted. They're going to like that mention that they gave me, and then they're going to reply back to that person with like, maybe it's a link to something else, or maybe it's just like a, hey, thanks so much. Whatever it is, it's just someone is there replying to them, engaging with them. It's helping me nurture my audience, and then is also helping the algorithm to see that, hey, someone's home, someone's growing this account. Let's keep pushing this content to more and more people. Now, for pricing, as far as ManyChat goes, there is a free option. You can get a free monthly ManyChat basic for up to 1,000 contacts. But then after that, you're looking at around $15 a month. That will fluctuate based on the number of followers that you bring in. So the bigger account you have, the more money you're going to pay each month. But at the end of the day, it has been such a high ROI. It's given me such a high ROI. I've seen more conversions. I've seen my engagement go up. So I am a huge fan of DM automation, specifically with ManyChat. My next favorite AI tool is for hashtags and captions, and that is Flick Social. So I love Flick for so many reasons. They have a hashtag tracking tool, they have a captions writer, they have a content assist. I get to watch my social media growth, I get to see my engagement rate, I get to see popular posts that I'm posting, all the above. Flick is a really great tool to use as far as content creation goes for a content creator because there's so much in it. I started using Flick in the beginning just for hashtags. Again, back to the spaghetti scenario. Instead of just guessing what hashtags were working for me, I started a list in Flick. And there's a couple different things that can happen when you do that. So one, they can tell you if it's easy to rank for that hashtag, hard, or maybe like medium. And then two, it will start to give you reports like, hey, you ranked for this hashtag, and this hashtag. Here's what number you were. And this kind of tells me, okay, if I'm ranking for these hashtags, I need to keep implementing those into my strategy moving forward. I also started just recently using the content assist. What you can do there, love this feature, is you can basically like write, it says like describe a sentence or something. So you can type in something like, I want to make a post about the AI content assist. And then what you can do there, let me give you a different example because that one's kind of confusing. Maybe I say something like, help me write a caption about how important SEO is on Instagram. That's easier. So once you type that in, then it allows you to put in your tone. Do you want it to be friendly? Do you want it to be educational? Then you can put, if you want it to be like first person, third person, do you want to use emojis? Yes or no? And then you just hit create, and it will create a bunch of different captions, and you can choose which one you like the best. Now, say it creates a caption, you like it, but maybe you want to change the tone of voice on it. You can totally go back in and edit that. And that's all done with AI. So just imagine how much time you are saving by using that tool. You could literally go into Flick and schedule out a whole month's worth of content captions with that. They also, I believe, I don't use this feature, but I think you can type in, like, if you're looking for a picture or something, maybe you don't create, I personally only post reels or Canva templates that we design, but maybe you're not a graphic designer. You can type in like a different picture or kind of what you have in your mind, and Flick will come up with a picture for you from uncopyrighted images. So you're safe to use them on any social channel. Love that little feature of Flick. One last thing I want to note here about Flick, like for example, I just pulled up a summary of how my content performed last week. And so they showed me my follower change and if it was better than last period or lower than last period. They're also showing me how many people I reached and if I was above or below last period, how many profile visits I got, website clicks, and then they're also showing me my top performing post, the hashtags that I used, and then they're showing me 3 hashtags that I ranked for with that post. And then lastly, they're showing me kind of like a bar graph of my followers and showing me how I grew, from the last week. So Flick is one of my favorites. Flick, if you're listening, I love you guys. Keep making all the incredible tools that you're making over there because y'all are awesome for creators. Now, when it comes to pricing for Flick, they're pretty inexpensive. They have a creators pricing package or entrepreneurs, or then there's business owners and marketers, but you can get Flick for as low as, what's it saying here? $11 a month. And that's one user login. You can link to 4 different social profiles and schedule. Oh, that's another thing. You can schedule content through Flick, track your Instagram post, and then access some other features there. So check out Flick if you haven't. If you do go to my Stan store, I do have a little affiliate link where you can get 2 weeks free and start using Flick right now. Okay, next AI tool that I